Hello YouTube, this is Cody once again, but you may also call me Panda or the PandaKing. I know that probably a lot of you don't know me, and I know that probably a lot of YouTubers are covering this game already, but I just felt like I really wanted to because this is a really fun game and it's hilarious as hell. So, without further ado, let's start, shall we? Where's that silly spud? I said to meet me here in the morning. He's really not like his grandfather in any way, going by the letter he sent back. Dear Mr. Agent, of course I'll come. What's good to eat in that part of town? That silly empty-headed fool. Of course, it's all better for me to... Hey, Mr. Agent, how are you? Is that you? Oh, you're here at last. Sorry, got lost. Alright, I've been waiting all morning. Stand back for my welcome spiel. Hello, you must be the grandson of Batata, the legendary potato smith. As the late Batata's son, you have inherited your grandfather's legacy, his blacksmith shop. I was your grandfather's trusted partner, and we had an agreement where I owed 99.9% of the weapon shop. The 0.01% he owned will now be yours. I hope that one day you too can become a legendary potato smith like him. Let's work together and earn lots of starch. Oh, wow! Hang on, starch? Isn't that what we're made out of? Well, yes, but it's also a currency. You know what starch is, don't you? Oh, starch! Yeah, I'm not very good with it. Mom's always been giving me pocket money for years. Right. Well, don't worry. I'm great with it. I'll help you with more complicated financial stuff. I'll expand the business worldwide. Together, I'm sure we can make lots of starch. Yeah, but how? Yeah, but how? Well, for starters, you're gonna need to forge powerful weapons to do that for us. Here, let me teach you how. Alright! I can't wait! But first, do you have anything easier for me to call you than Patata Latta? Kartoffel Pea or Dapple Papa? That I can call you? Yes, my nickname is actually Panda, and this will be the Panda Cave. Welcome to the shop, Panda. Here's 500 starch to get you started, courtesy of Agent 46. Isn't he awesome? You're new to the town, so, obviously, no spud knows anything about you yet. You'll earn fame and get famous when you start selling weapons to heroes. The top panel shows the date, the current season, and the present weather conditions. Here, you meet Laura, your first smith. Will also work to make weapons for you. Click on Laura Craft to get started. Laura's a designer. She's good at adding attack to weapons. Smiths can add attack, speed, accuracy, and magic stats to weapons. They need to be standing in the right place to work, though. The colored spots on the ground are where your smiths stand. Laura's craft has high attack, so she'll work best at the red attack spot. Click on the red attack spot to move Laura. Look, two more smiths have come to join you. Bulk Bogan is the craftsman, and Russet Peters is the metal worker. Craftsmen work better on speed, metal workers on accuracy. You can click on the smiths while they work to learn more about them, or check out the smith panel located at the bottom left corner of the screen. Let's get to work on your first objective. Forge a dagger. Click the forge button. Is it any surprise that the thieves like daggers? Learn about hero preferences by hovering over portraits. For now, though, click Start when you're ready to hit some metal. Heroes also have stat preferences. Since thieves prefer speed, the other stats make speed the primary stat of the weapon by placing a smith in the green spot. Alright, this will not be called the Dirk. This will be called... the Peeler. Peeler. Named after the sound people make after getting stabbed with it. Dirk! Alright. I can't believe it! My first weapon! Don't get all starry-eyed on me, Panda. We're not done yet. There are still tons of heroes around the world who need new weapons. Now that you've made a weapon, you'll need to sell it to them. I feel so... happy. I feel like singing. Let's get down to business to forge some weapons. Be quiet, I'm not done yet. Selling weapons to heroes lets them fight. In turn, lets them earn experience and level up. The more your weapons benefit a hero, the more you'll receive. So, how do I know if a weapon benefits a hero? I can't follow them to battle. Or can I? Pay attention, there's no adventuring here, you're a blacksmith. Oh. The heroes will tell you if your weapon was beneficial or not by giving a grade. You might have made a really awesome staff, but gave it to a rogue who has no use for it at all. You're not going to school very well. That sounds like school. Not really. You just need to pay attention to a hero's likes and dislikes. You got that? Yes. Cheer up, Panda. It's not that difficult. Now, how about continuing your song? That should cheer you up. You like my singing? I'm going to sing a lot more from now on. What? No, I didn't mean that. They send me flowers when I asked for iron? No! Alright, your first weapon is done. Now let's go sell it. Potatoes gotta eat after all. Hit the world map button below. Let's get selling. Quick click on the send weapons button above. There are different areas in each region that your smith can go to. Let's go to Noob Village first. Click on the Noob Village. On the left panel, you see that there are 2 heroes that you can sell your weapon to in Noob Village. Since you're the boss, you can ask your smith to do the peddling for you. How nice. On the right panel, pick the dagger and the smith. Doing both will coax the Start Selling button to appear. Click on it to send the smith out. Let's go, bulk poking. Ciao! The smith you selected will now travel to New Village to look for the customers. She or he will report back as soon as with some offered prices. Keep up with your merchant's progress through the smith panel. The bottom right corner of the screen shows the WhatsApp. It's probably one of the most useful things in the weapon shop. Messages from your smiths, customers, and other news will all appear here. Make sure you check it regularly, except when you're smithing. You wouldn't want to hit your thumb. Your smith will send you a message on the WhatsApp when she or he finds some offers for your weapons. So, yeah. This game is hilarious, and it's fun because, well, mostly because of its hilarity. Oh. Here, look, your smith found the customers. Go on, check out the offers they have made. Click the smith with the double exclamation points and in the smith panel. There are 2 heroes who will with offers for you. Joy! If you can't decide who to sell to, maybe the expected experience gain for each hero might help you with a choice, since you gain fame when heroes level up. It's obviously best that your weapon matches the hero's primary stat and weapon type preference, but hey, you're the boss of the weapon shop. Select the hero you want to sell to, and click sell. Okay. So yeah, this game is really fun because, well, there's the whole, you own a business kind of thing. It's a simulator, but it also has a lot of humor to back it up. It's really a one-of-a-kind game, and its humor and story and everything just works so well together. Plus you get to play a potato. And who doesn't want to be a potato? Potato! So, let's go ahead and sell this to Klepto Potato. Oh, good thing you didn't take it from us. Are you sure you want to sell this weapon to Klepto Kid for 559 starch? Yes. You'll receive the starch earned from the sale when your smith returns to the shop. Sorry, we don't have online banking here. But we have apps. 'Cause, there's an app for that. Be a man! Well, Smith is back from selling weapons. Let's see how much we made. Click on the Smith with the double exclamation points in the Smith panel. Don't you love the smell of starch? These sale trips earn you more starch as you advance, but also wear down your smiths. An upset smith does not maketh a good sales potato. Click on continue. Let's do it again. Durable, reliable, stabbable. When a smith returns from an area, they may get a random temporary status effect. Your smith is currently hyperactive. Assign your smith back to a workstation anyway. Those weapons get made. Oh. Click on the spot to add him. Look, your shop received fame. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your cat. Being famous will allow you to see more of the world. Literally, just keep on smithing. Right. Well, we got 2 of our checkpoints out of the way. Now we gotta forge another weapon. So, we're gonna go ahead and forge another dagger. Which, this one, they like speed! And as one great YouTuber says, speed is key. Which in this case it is. The designers boost attack, the craftsmen boost speed, metalworkers boost accuracy. You can also boost the magic stat, but you'll find out how to do that later. So yeah, we're gonna pretty much do what we did before. Just get the speed up by a good amount here. And now, switch it back to so that she's on attack. Once again, this is the peeler. Okay. And now, yeah, we're gonna sell because we ran out all out of materials. So, let's go ahead and sell this. And we'll still use bulk bogan. Ciao! Alright, so here's the list of all of them. Right now, we're going to sell it to KleptoKid again. Sell. Are we sure we want to sell this weapon to KleptoKid for 444 stars? Yes. Now, it probably went down for a couple of reasons. For one, Bulk Bogan wasn't as excited as the other two were, or as he was last time. And also, the quality of the weapon was not as good as last time. We still got an A from it, because it is durable and reliable. It's also because it matches what he likes. As long as it matches what they like, you're good. Alright. So, now, on to the next part, which is tie things. There is no tutorial for this one. So, let's go ahead and... it said get 10 of rope. Instead, let's go ahead and see if we can get 10 of more than just rope. Yes, we can. So, and we'll go ahead and do bulk bogan again. The reason why I keep doing bulk bogan is because of his level, his merchant level. If we keep leveling up the merchant level of someone, then we can get a lot better deals, and we can make a lot more money. So we both save and get a lot more money. So let's start buying. As you can see, the aesthetic of this game is really good. I really like this kind of look. It has, like, you know, the little child cartoony kind of feel to it. But it also has the kind of jokes to it that both children and adults would get a lot. So, it's just good for everyone. Not to mention, it can be addicting when you get into one of these kind of games because, you know, it's a simulation game. Simulation games have always been addicting. Alright, now our next thing is to forge a bow. Let's go ahead and forge that bow. Alright, this time we can send it to an archer or a ranger. So let's go ahead and send it to Alwyn Greenwood. And that's because, well, you'll see. But we can go ahead and make 2 of these. So let's go ahead and make a bow for both of them. So we'll start, this one will be for accuracy. So let's boost to the stat. Okay, now it's at 16 because it got polished. Alright, so this is going to work out pretty well. This one will be the one for the archer, I'm pretty sure. And then we'll also be working on speed for the next one. But this is just a really good game. It's time consuming, yeah, but it's time consuming for a whole bunch of different reasons. We'll go ahead and name this one Trigger. Okay, let's go ahead and forge another bow. Yep, they like accuracy. And then Terry Treehugger is a ranger, and rangers like speed. So let's go ahead and boost the speed with Bulk Bogan. Okay. The more and more you level up your smiths in their categories, the more and more points you are able to get on the certain equipment that you're making and the boost that you make. The other ones that you saw there are freelancers. They require starch. So, in the beginning, a lot of times it's better to just have your own potato smiths do the work for you. The reason why that is because then you also give them extra experience, and you end up saving starch too. So you can use that starch to end up getting, more items so that you can craft more weapons. And then down the line, it is actually a good idea to get the freelancers to go on, because then they can boost it more and give you more starch that way. So this one is also the Trigger. And then, because in the sell we can have up to 3 weapons sold, so we'll also go ahead and sell an axe, because we will make a lot more money that way. This is Faizan Fist Fury, who loves axe. He wants to fight something already. The stat we're going to increase is attack. So, we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and boost the attack with Laura Craft. Which is one of the things that I absolutely love about this game, is its humor. It uses... Sure, some people may be just like, wow, all the potato puns. But, you know what, I find it kinda... It's a cute aspect. Not to mention it can be a little cheeky sometimes. So, after this is done, then we'll go ahead and sell again. And here we go. I'm gonna call this one the Trembler. Okay. There we go. Alright, so now let's sell some weapons to New Village. We're going to be selling all 3 with Bulk Bogan. So let's start selling. There are a lot of things that I could try to compare this to because of the management aspect of it, but at the same time not a lot of games, because it's in its own. It's in a league all its own. This game has you playing a potato, which is altogether really fun. Well, funny. And it combines a pretty good storyline with it as well. I mean, you know, you're pretty much wanting to aspire to be just like your grandfather Batata, who was the best potato smith out there. And through that, you're pretty much just doing your best, working at the shop, and doing a lot of hilarious antics. Okay, let's keep going with this game. Also, if you guys can hear it, the music is beautiful in this game. It's really nice, really just It makes me feel happy. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and make another bow. We're gonna boost accuracy. This time we're gonna bring Cortana in on this. Which, yes, it is a Halo joke. Which I hope you guys do find these jokes as endearing as I do. It has a lot of replayability because of, well, quite a few things. The management, I always found that the management games always had the good replayability factor. It looks adorable, which, I mean, you know, at least I love to play an adorable game. Well, every once in a while. And focusing on stats and all of that can really get those that really love to focus on that kind of an aspect to games. They will really be able to get into that part of it. So, you know, it'll just make you, it'll give you that sense of accomplishment, and it will give you that kind of, what's the word, challenge that you want out of a game. Now, for those of you that don't really like challenge in the game, it has you covered there too, because this game is also just, it's very casual. It has the kind of thing where you can just play it. And it's forgiving, you know, there's no really huge punishments that it gives to you. It's just there for you to play. So, you know, this is just, it's a game that I would highly recommend people at least checking out. The game is, well, it's relatively inexpensive. It's about $15. You know, it's about what you would expect for a game of this caliber. Pretty good story, a good aesthetic, a lot of replayability, and it's a management kind of game, which I tend to find a lot of those kind of games end up running anywhere from $10 to $20. So, at least the ones that are on the computer do. So, I will leave a link in the description. If you are watching this right after I put it up, it probably won't be there yet because I still need to get to it with this recording studio that with this recording program that I'm using. It's free and it lets me put it up on YouTube from there, but then I have to go onto YouTube and just edit some stuff for myself, you know. Make sure that the company that made this game gets the credit, and making sure that, you know, that you can all go to get this game yourselves. This is a fun and beautiful game to play. There's not much more that I can say about it than that. There's a lot of, you can do a lot of stuff in it, so at least there's that. And I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I have played those kind of role-playing games, and when I, you know, when I go into a shop and then spend all that money on weapons or supplies, then it's just like, Well, those guys must be making a killing. So this lets you go into the shoes of the guys that are selling the weapons. Instead, sure, there's not really, you don't fight the dragons, but you get to hear about it. So, it's fun. And if you're wanting to know stuff about the settings and that, the settings, well, the settings are kind of basic. I'll go over those really quickly after I get the smith back. The settings right here. Save, load, shows you the shortcuts. You can adjust the sound, which works pretty well. The resolution is, you know, it's a good one. It's not a slider, but the drop box covers a good amount of resolutions. You can choose window mode, which works. For the promo codes and the feedback, I haven't tried sending feedback yet, or a promo code, but I don't have any of the promo codes. So, if you guys want to go ahead and mess with those things, you can go ahead and do so. But, for now, I think that that's a good first look at it, so let's go ahead and save this. I'll go ahead and save over this one. And we'll go ahead and call this... yeah, well, it's gonna call it Panda anyway. So, that's it for now. If you liked the gameplay of this, then please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm really wanting to at least try to get this out there. I really do want to give the games that are going to be featured on here, I want to make sure that those games get seen, because a lot of them really do deserve to get seen, and a lot of times they fall by the wayside. So I just don't want that to happen to some of these games, especially because a lot of the games that I really like end up being done by independent developers. So, yeah, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.